All right, this is Brenton Rice, friend. Joey Captain, friend. Danielle Wismer, friend. Alec Norton, friend. Allison Roberts, friend. Good afternoon. My name is Nick Merrick. I'm a junior at the University of Kansas. On a cold winter night in Massachusetts, Kansas, Dr. James A. Naismith was working as a training instructor for a local YMCA. He imagined an interesting way to combine calisthenics and gymnastics games together. On this night, basketball was created. 7 years later, in 1889, Dr. Naismith took his talents to the University of Kansas. From that moment forward, the tradition of Kansas basketball grew and has grown to be one of the most historic basketball programs in the world. The Jayhawks are the best basketball program in the world because of their rich tradition, their in-game dominance, and their success and their next level success of their players. First, Kansas has the richest tradition of any basketball program in the country. The inventor of the game, Dr. James A. Naismith, was the first coach of the Jayhawks in 1898. Dr. Naismith was the catalyst for Kansas basketball and college basketball as a whole. Dr. Forrest Allen played for the Jayhawks under Dr. Naismith and eventually was Dr. Naismith's successor. Phog Allen went on to become the most winning coach in Kansas basketball history. He won 590 games in his 39th season as coach of the Jayhawks. The rich tradition of Kansas basketball, however, created the landscape of college basketball today. Phog Allen was the coach of successful Hall of Fame coaches like Adolph Rupp, the Kentucky coach, Ralph Miller, Iowa Hall of Fame coach, and Dean Smith, North Carolina Hall of Fame coach. Without the rich tradition of Dr. Naismith and Dr. Forrest Phog Allen, these three Hall of Fame coaches and the landscape of college basketball as we know it would not be the same. Another part of Kansas's rich tradition is Allen Fieldhouse, the mecca of college basketball auditoriums. Named after Dr. Forrest Phog Allen, Allen Fieldhouse has been home to over 60 NBA players and NBA legends like Wilt Chamberlain and JoJo White. Allen Fieldhouse creates such a home court advantage that the Jayhawks have tallied 699 wins since it was first opened in 1955. In fact, according to ESPN the magazine, Allen Fieldhouse was named the loudest college basketball arena in the country, reaching decibels over 120, which is unreal. Second, Kansas has been the most dominating program in college basketball since the first game was played in 1889. The motto used to sum up Kansas basketball today is Kansas doesn't rebuild, we reload. This is actually a very true statement. Kansas has not had a losing season since, oddly enough, Dr. James Naismith, and he finished with a combined record of 55-60, making him the only coach in Kansas basketball history without a winning season. However, since the beginning of the 20th century, Kansas has been the most dominant team throughout the years. Jayhawks have made at least one Final Four appearance in the last 5 decades. To reiterate the Jayhawks' dominance, they have won 45 conference titles dating back to the original Big Six Conference, including 11 years straight in the Big 12, with a chance to extend their streak after the upcoming season. The Jayhawks have also logged an impressive NCAA tournament resume. They have gone to 26 straight NCAA tournaments. No other team has had a longer streak than the Jayhawks do now. They have been to 14 Final Fours and have won 3 national championships, not including the ones before the NCAA was created. No other college basketball program has been able to replicate the kind of success the Jayhawks have throughout the past century, racking up 2,153 wins and only 831 losses, puts the Jayhawks second all-time in wins in college basketball history. The Jayhawks have won so many games and have so many great seasons. In fact, Jayhawks hold the record for most winning seasons at 95 and hold the record for most non-losing seasons at 81. Not only have the Jayhawks been dominant on the court, they've arguably have been dominant in the recruiting circuit as well. Jayhawks have signed 37 All-Americans since 1977. Most recently, signing most hyped college basketball player since LeBron James and Andrew Wiggins, now a current member of the Minnesota Timberwolves and Rookie of the Year. The Jayhawk basketball program has been able to successfully adapt to all the changes college basketball brings. The Jayhawks are a perfect example of how to run a program. They've never had any sanctions or any recruiting violations since 1988 when Larry Brown. Finally, the players. The former Jayhawks are very important in why the program is the best in the world. Without their success on and off the court, the program wouldn't be what it is today. In 2008, the Jayhawks tied a record for 5 players all drafted in the first round of the NBA draft, soon to be broken by 2012 Kentucky Wildcats. The Kansas basketball program has been consistently producing great players in the NBA for years. Throughout the NBA, there have been 90 former Jayhawks. 81 of those players were drafted into the league, and 18 of those players are still active players today. Recently, former Jayhawks have found great success in the league. For example, Paul Pierce, who was the 2008 MVP of the finals, he won 1 championship. Mario Chalmers, who was the starting point guard for the 2012 and 2013 LeBron James-led Miami Heat. And more recently, Brandon Rush, who was a bench player for the Golden State Warriors in 2015. The Jayhawks have left their mark on the NBA and will continue to do so in years to come. In conclusion, the Jayhawks are the best college basketball program in the world. They consist of rich tradition, overwhelming dominance on the court, and next level success. The Jayhawk program is what college basketball is all about. It represents integrity, growth, and teaching young athletes how to reach their potential. From Dr. Naismith to Fogg Allen to the championships and to the former Jayhawk greats, it is clear that Kansas basketball program stands alone. Rock Chalk Jayhawk. But